Started as usual. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the webinar of the 17th for the Hajj season of 2026. As is our usual format, we are going to get started with a short talk with our one of our muftis, Mufti Muhammad. Mufti Muhammad, go ahead and get started, please.
جزاكم الله خير Brother Farid. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين حبيبنا وحبيب رب العالمين صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه وبارك وسلم تسليما كثيرا كثيرا وبعد. Alhamdulillah, we are very close to not the month of Dhul Hijjah, but the month of Ramadan, which I feel is a very great opportunity for us to really get spiritually ready for the sacred journey of Hajj. And so, inshallah, I'm going to speak today about a few things that we can start from today so we can better prepare ourselves spiritually and also physically for the sacred journey of Hajj, inshallah ta'ala. And that is, obviously, in the month of Ramadan, we have a very good habit, alhamdulillah, of picking up the Quran, reading the Quran, and hopefully we have already begun that in terms of recitation of Quran, getting to read the Quran better, making it part of our routine and whatnot. Something which is often neglected is the ada'iyah a person is supposed to recite in their day. The Prophet ﷺ, from the moment he woke up in the morning for his tahajjud prayer, for his tahajjud routine, till before the Prophet ﷺ went to take rest at night, this entire moment, this entire day rather, is filled with different ad'iyah that the Prophet ﷺ made and requested from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha narrates that كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يذكر ربه كل أحيانه أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام, that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at every moment. We also should try our best to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at every moment. And it is not necessary that we have a tasbih in our hands and we are reciting subhanallah, astaghfirullah, and these different adhkar the entire day. But there's another way of doing this, and that is by adopting the prophetic sunnahs and the prophetic ad'iyah of the time and of the moment. For example, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam advised that a person recite after the morning or in the morning and in the evening, Bismillahi alladhi la yadurru ma'asmihi shay'un fil ardi wa la fis sama' wa huwa as-sami'ul alim. This is a dua, this is a source of protection. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that when a person recites this 3 times in the morning, he is protected by Allah Azza wa Jal till the evening. And when a person recites this 3 times in the evening, then he is protected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala till the morning. Likewise, when we wake up, there is a dua. When we go to sleep, there is a dua. When we eat, there is a dua. When we drink, there is a dua. For the entire day, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has given us du'as and ways we can remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So even when we are going to be in the blessed days of Dhul Hijjah, when we are going to be performing those sacred ibadat and rituals of Hajj, it is important to keep these sunnahs in mind, these du'as in mind, so that way we are not sitting there idle, and we are not sitting there even wasting our time, but we are remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and remembering Him by the most prophetic way, and that is by adopting these du'as of even entering the restroom, exiting the restroom, time for salah, making our dua, making dua after salah, reciting the tasbihat after salah. These are all ad'iyah which help us better our days and utilize our time, especially so that way when we are in the days of Dhul Hijjah, when we are performing the arkan of Hajj, and we have nothing else, we have made all of our du'as and whatnot, at least we can recite tasbih, do some adhkar. So we are physically and spiritually connecting ourselves from now till Hajj, inshallah, and hopefully this can become a lifelong companion for us, that we adopt the sunnahs and the ad'iyah, and may the kalima be on our tongues, inshallah. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah when we breathe our last. But that is only possible when we start adopting the ad'iyah of our day-to-day routines, inshallah ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all of us for the sacred journey of Hajj, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala count us and allow us to be amongst the dhakirin Allah kathiran wa dhakirat. جزاكم الله خيرا وأحسن الجزاء. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh Mufti Muhammad. Beautiful talk, especially just in time when Ramadan is coming up very soon, inshallah ta'ala. So, Mufti Muhammad and Mufti Ahmed will be available, inshallah ta'ala, immediately after the Hajj. We are going to start the fiqh session with them. One of them will be presenting the fiqh session. So, any question that you have related to the fiqh questions related to the Hajj, start collecting them. Inshallah ta'ala, we will get their responses immediately once we complete the package purchasing process, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, let's move forward with our with the thing at hand right now, okay, which is we need to be able to top our e-wallet. We need to be able to get our package, understand the packages, different packages, and start learning how to do the configuration. And very critical, how do we set ourselves up for success during when the purchasing starts, inshallah. So here it is. Let's talk about it. What I'm going to do today is I'll go through a few very quick instructional slides, okay? And after that, we will look through the package list that we have shared, inshallah. And after that, we'll get into the live demo. So as we are progressing, if you have questions, put the questions in the group chat, in the Q&A, inshallah ta'ala, and I will try to answer as promptly as possible, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, so just very quickly, I mean, people have been asking the question, how do we make sure you are part of my group, basically? Well, the way it's going to work is once all the package purchasing, everything is done, Rawaf is going to send out a survey asking which guide would you like to be part of. This is the number here. Now, having said this, I also want to go ahead and point out all the Rawaf guides, inshallah ta'ala, are expected to be professional this year. Rawaf is basically developing this as a team, basically. So even in case, if you cannot be in my group, please do not be concerned about it, because all the guides will, inshallah ta'ala, perform, as Brother Hassan mentioned last time, as good as I am or better than me, inshallah ta'ala, better than me in most cases, okay? So, but in case if this is the my code, even they come and ask if you're if you wish to be in my group, you can go ahead and respond with that one. So these are some of the links people have been asking me to reshare again and again. Okay, so here to join Rawaf's global web chat, okay, very active web chat, very quick responses are coming through. You can go here, Rawaf Global, and then you can scroll down and you will see how to join the WhatsApp. That's one way of joining, as well as if you go here, you will see the listing of all the hotels that Rawaf is handling, the details about it, and you will also find the link to all the webinar, the recording from the webinar. There's lots of useful information here, plus information about the Hajj, etc., etc. So join this one, so it'll be very helpful for our local group, so that we post information that are very specific to how we are handling, how we are answering questions, etc. You can join. You can join our group, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, and then there is a Telegram account also we have, which is an active Q&A. Basically, you can ask questions here. This is a chat group itself, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, just a very brief online ongoing support. We are always here to help you, inshallah. Okay, this is the calendar. We have to keep our eyes on this calendar very closely. because as things progress, things are moving very fast. We were just in the month of November when we started our webinars. December has gone through, and half of January is almost through. Today is the 17th. Okay, so we already have the packages. Now, immediately, the next thing coming up is the package sale. Packet sale is expected to be on the 3rd of February. This is what we know right now. 1 p.m. of Makkah time, which translates to 5 a.m. of New York, 4 a.m. Chicago, Los Angeles, 2 a.m., and London, UK, 10 a.m., etc., etc. I understand that these are not most convenient times for us, okay? But bear with us. This is once in a lifetime opportunity. So let's kind of, plan for this one right now. If anything changes, we'll keep you informed, inshallah. But this is what we know right now. Now, to prepare for that one, our recommendations, you should at least by the 27th, at least by the 27th of January, which is within about week and a half of today, you should at least have one package that you consider your topmost, most preferred package into the cart, completely configured with your group flight. Or if there is a custom flight, at least look through the custom flights, look to see which one matches your requirements most, and have it ready, and select 5 packages as your preferred so that you can easily quickly click on it and configure it if your most preferred package is not available. Your e-wallet, you should have it funded and to match the most expensive package you have in your preferred packages. Okay, by 27th you should have it topped. These are our recommendations. These are not requirements. I want to point out that. Okay, our recommendation is by 27th you should be ready to go. You should be ready to go with your e-wallet, with your packages, etc. And inshallah, when it comes on the 3rd, you're ready to go. It is on a first come, first serve basis. Remember that. The first person that grabs the package is the person that will get it. It's not because you selected, you preferred, etc. But the first one that's able to click the purchase button, that's how the person is able to, that's how it works basically. Okay. Inshallah, we'll go through the rest of the dates later on, inshallah. Now, I do know that there are still people having challenges with the package, with getting the registration verified. Okay. The most prominent issue people are having is the personal photo. Please look at this carefully. It has to be a white background. If it is gray, if it is colored, or if there are some objects in the background, they are rejecting it. Nusuk is being very particular on this photo. They are being very particular that it photo matches exactly the requirements here. Formal letter is required, no glasses. The eyes should be clearly visible. This is something that I'm finding many pictures that are getting rejected. Eyes are either down or sideways, etc. No, the eyes have to be clear. I'm assuming it's because in case when this is the picture that's going to be used for the ID, and when the security people ask for the picture, they should be able to look at the picture and look at you and clearly make out that it is you. I'm thinking that's the reason that they are being very particular about the personal picture. So please follow these guidelines. Okay, I have found that they are accepting 800 by 800 also, but it has to be 2 by 2. It has to be structured somewhat similar to this. It cannot be something like this, because I am seeing that many people are still submitting their personal pictures, some looking something like this. It's not acceptable. So make sure it matches this one, inshallah ta'ala. E-wallet, few recommendations. Add multiple small amounts. Start off with adding like $100 or $200 with each credit card. If you're using multiple credit cards, use all of them. You add some small multiple small amounts. If you are doing 200 today, try 300 tomorrow, just to make sure that an incremental amount does not cause any issue with your credit card topping. Or the same thing with the bank account. If you're using one account or two accounts, remember, e-wallet can be topped with multiple credit cards, multiple bank accounts, MasterCard, Visa, only MasterCard and Visa, and any number of bank accounts. In the past, we have shared recommendations on that. I don't want to go over that again. If you need to, please go back and review our webinars from previous sessions, and inshallah ta'ala, you will get that one. So, as I said, at least a week before the sale window opens up, all the funds should be in the e-wallet. That is our recommendation. This is not a requirement. That's our recommendation. Now, what do you do if things start failing? Okay. Now, I want this clear understanding. Nusuk is nothing but a merchant when it comes to e-wallet. When it comes to e-wallet, they are a merchant. They don't approve, they don't block, they don't hold off when the transactions are done. All they are doing is the information that you have provided them for credit card, they are using that credit card information and they're sending off to the clearing house and to the bank. That's all they are doing. Approving, blocking, fraud blocks, whatever it is, it's done on the clearinghouse or on the bank side. Nusuk has nothing to do with it. Okay, the e-wallet part of the Nusuk does nothing like that. I have been involved in the payment solutions. I have architected, I have developed solutions. I know this inside part of it. Okay, so Nusuk is just a merchant. Remember that they just use the API when you provide the information. Whatever information you provide, they just send it off. If you don't provide the credit card information correctly, yes, of course, it will fail. If you don't provide your expiration date or the security code, of course, the transaction will fail. But it has nothing to do with Nusuk, whether it is a credit card or with a bank transfer. Okay. The information that Nusuk, the e-wallet provides you when you select the bank, as long as you've taken that information and shared it with your bank and done the transfer for that one, it's only Nusuk is only the recipient. If the money comes to them, they take it. When the money comes to them, they don't reject it. So please, if your transactions fail, don't waste your time writing to Nusuk. Don't waste your time saying that the bank said it's a Nusuk's issue. It is not Nusuk's issue. Tell the bank it is not Nusuk's issue. They need to go up to the fraud department. In fact, if a bank transfer fails, this is the most cases that we are seeing. The credit card failure is lesser, but the bank transfer is fewer. If you just walk into the bank branch and talk to them, they are not going to know this. Ask them to give you the fraud department's information, the transfer specifically for the wiring of the transfers, okay? Wiring of funds, fraud department. Talk to them. If one person does says, no, 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 we don't see any transaction, and if that person is not willing to look deeper into that, ask them to give their manager, okay? But get this completely understanding. This is either the bank or the credit card organization that is blocking your transaction. Nusuk is not blocking it. Nusuk is not rejecting your transactions because Nusuk, being a merchant, they want the money. They are looking for you to send the money to them so that the e-wallet can be topped. So they are not going to block it. So please don't waste the time because we are finding this again and again and again. Lots of people are coming to us saying that bank said it is not their issue, it is the Nusuk. Tell them Nusuk has nothing to do with it. Just like any other merchant, they don't do anything. So please, I want to emphasize this one. Please don't waste the time. Okay, so moving forward, okay, how do you prepare for the packages? Okay, first thing, remember we have talked about the priority. Go through the prioritization. Whatever your requirements are, I have to have an alcove. I have to have a hotel close to the haram, or I can only go to Makkah first because of my schedule, etc. So come up all your prioritization. Come up with a list. Come up with a list. Write it down. There's no harm in writing it down. Okay, and then match it up with the packages that we have shared in our package list. Or if you can look through the Nusuk, if you can do through all the filtering, etc. But find the packages that matches you. Okay. Find the most preferred package and go through the entire configuration, okay, and put it in the cart. Be ready, okay. Be ready. If you are okay with the group flights, pick the right flight that matches you and be ready with that one. Or select 5 packages that you and no, the most preferred one goes into the cart. Select at least 5 packages as preferred. Just have a few additional packages just in case all the 6 packages that you had picked here are sold out for whatever reason. Have at least a few additional ones. Fund e-wallet to the most expensive package before the sale starts. Okay, these are some of the recommendations you have. Okay, now let's talk about the configuration process. I know people have said that I'm going through some of the slides fast. The reason I'm going through these slides fast is I am going to do the live demo of all these things. Okay. This is just, I'm preparing you for the live demo I am going to do, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. And at that point in time, I will slow down. I will slow down, inshallah ta'ala. So, configuration. Once you click on the package, carefully review the details. Very carefully review the details, because this is the time for you to make sure this is what you want. Okay. Once you've done that, the next thing is you select the camp. Some packages will offer both Al Kabsh and Al Muassam, but some packages will only offer Al Muassam. There are very few packages that only offer Al Kabsh. Most of the packages are configured for Al Muassam. They also do offer Al Kabsh. Okay. So select the camp. Then select the occupancy level. Okay. Now, if an occupancy is grayed out, that means that occupancy is not offered, not available. This is nothing to do with available. People get confused with that one. What that means is that level of occupancy is not offered with this package. Okay. Most of the packages offer quad. Some will offer triple and double also. Okay. So select the occupancy, whichever occupancy that meets your need, select that one, inshallah ta'ala. And then select the flight, basically, whether it is group or custom flight. Group flights are the most simplest one, because they are not marketplace. They are already pre-purchased, pre-assigned. They are already the contract has been signed, etc. So they are the most easy one on the day of the purchase. Custom flights are also acceptable. This year, custom flights, I have been told, they have done lots of improvements in it, where the GDS system that they are using, I believe there are multiple vendors behind it. So our expectation is the custom flight option this year would probably be better than last year. Also, because certain quota has been assigned from each package to custom flight. So until that quota runs out, you have the time to buy the custom flight. But if you are okay with the group flight that are offered, go with the group flight. Okay. If you need to, go with the custom flight also. And we'll talk about how to customize them, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. So carefully review it, select the camp, select the occupancy, select the flight. Once you're done with this one, now you can do the save. And on the day of the purchase, you'd be doing the pay. Okay. But for right now, you're only going to be doing the save option, inshallah. On the day of the purchasing, okay, now I have already configured my package into the shopping cart. I already have picked my packages. Now I'm on the 3rd of February at 1 p.m. Makkah time. Okay, I'm ready. The sale window has opened. You go click on the shopping cart, which is basically the icon on the top right side of your screen that you will see. Click on that, on the package in the shopping cart. You will come to a summary page. Review the summary page and make sure this is exactly what you want. Because once you click purchase, once you pay for it, you cannot reverse out of it. The only way reverse out of it is ask for the refund, and you don't want to do the refund. Okay. So carefully review it. As a last minute, look from top to bottom. Okay. So once you do that, and as long as your e-wallet is topped, you're ready to pay and you're select. Okay. So as long as you have topped the e-wallet up correctly to the amount that shows up here, and you're ready to pay for it. Now, if there is a custom flight, you will have to configure the flight here at this point in time. Okay. So once you're done it, you will see the total and you will see the amount that you have in the e-wallet. As long as you have enough money, sufficient money in the e-wallet, you can press the pay button and then it'll be successful. When it is successful, you will see a pop-up on the screen, basically saying that purchase has been completed, or you will also receive an email to your the primary person's email. And you, in the package, in your itinerary, you will also see that under your profile, there's an option that says itinerary. If you click that, you will see the package. That means you have secured the package. Alhamdulillah. Now you're ready to go move forward. Okay. Now, just to point out right while I'm here, once you buy the package, the next steps will all come through the Nusuk. Okay, the visa, the tickets, the flight tickets, everything will come through the Nusuk. You don't need to go to the embassy. You don't need to contact the guide. You don't even need to contact Rawaf. Okay, everything is through Nusuk. You have everything there, inshallah ta'ala. So you will also receive all that information in your email also. Now, what do you do if the sale is incomplete? Okay. If the sale is incomplete, meaning either you did not have the proper amount, or in most cases, actually, you will not even get to the pay if the e-wallet is not funded properly. But in case if the package either the package is sold out or the flight is sold out or there are no visas available for this package, then the sale will be incomplete. In that case, you'll have to go empty the shopping cart, configure the next preferred package. You'll have to go through selecting the camp, the occupancy, and the flight, as we saw in the previous step. You'll have to go through all these steps, and then you will be able to try the purchase and go back again, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. Now, let me quickly stop here for a minute. Okay, the next slide basically is these are all the resources that you have available for getting the information on the package. One is the package listing itself. Okay, we'll look at that in just a couple of minutes. You can go into the Rawaf's global page. Here you'll find lots of information on the package, the detail about the packages, the hotel information, the slides about the packages, lots of information you'll find here. Okay. So all the Rawaf packages, you can find it from the drive here. Or the USA packages, you will find specifically from this location, the Canada, for the global packages, you'll find it here. But you can go here and you can find the information on all the packages. And this is an Excel sheet here that gives you information specifically about the Rawaf packages. Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to switch to that. Let me quickly look and see if there are questions related to what I have shared so far. There's a question, the custom flight Musafir did not work well in the last year. Okay, this year we believe the GDS, which is the Global Distribution System, which is a travel network, has been significantly improved. Nusuk has informed that this has been greatly improved. So inshallah ta'ala, we are hoping that this year the experience will be much better. Okay. I have already selected the package when I should be able to purchase. The purchase is going to start on the February 3rd. Packages comparison doesn't show up. I think the best way I can suggest right now is to do the compare in the package list we have provided. The comparison is something that we have to check ourselves, make sure that it is good, inshallah ta'ala. How can I find the gateways for the custom flight packages? Well, the custom flights is an open system. Remember that. Custom flight, you can go select any gateways, any route, etc. You can do whatever you wish with that one. You can take it from your hometown. You can take it from the closest gateway, or and then you can go drop the children off in your home country. All those options are available with the custom flight. It is all up to you, and of course, you have to be extremely careful with custom flight to make sure you set up the routes properly, the dates properly, and make sure that you have the proper funds available for that one. Okay. Of the sale, the date and time of the sale, I think I already talked about it. It's on February 3rd. It's 1 p.m. Makkah time. This is what we know today. It's of course is subject to change. 1 p.m. Makkah time, 5 a.m. New York time, 4 p.m. Chicago, 4 a.m. Okay, I'm sorry. I want to make sure. 5 a.m. early morning before Fajr Salah in the New York area. Okay. 4 a.m. in the Chicago time, which is also before, I think even before Tahajjud there. So and then 2 a.m. in California, 5, 6, it is at those are the times basically. 1 p.m. Makkah time is what you need to keep it in mind. Okay. So this is what it is there, plan for it, etc. Inshallah ta'ala, we are hoping that the time will be convenient for everybody and make it work. How do you know the package in our cart is no longer available? You will know that package is not available when you go to purchase the package. That package will tell you it is sold out, inshallah ta'ala. If something changes, we will let you know, inshallah ta'ala. How to know the package is leaving from JFK? Well, we'll show it to you in just few minutes, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. Global package, about global packages, how I know they are leaving JFK. Global packages, again, global packages is what we call the custom packages. that is a package that you configure. I just responded to that one. Okay, it is up to you. You can do JFK, you can do Chicago, you can do Paris, whatever you feel is convenient for you. You can do it with global packages, which are basically customized packages. You customize the flight yourself. Okay, only the flight part. When will the purchase date? This thing I mentioned, it's I cannot give you a confirmed date, but what we know today, it is February 3rd at 1 p.m. Makkah time. Okay, for custom flight, can you give us the steps to take on the day of the purchase? For the custom flight, on the day of the purchase, once you get to the summary screen, the summary screen will basically tell you, before even you get to summary screen, it will tell you that you have to customize the flight. And so you have to go and customize the flight. And that is part of the challenge that we find that you have to be careful with. So you have to be concerned about that one. If again, this is the reason we say that use the custom flight if you have to. Okay, group flight are the simplest one. It'll get you where you want to go and get to the sales as quickly as possible. Okay. The custom flight don't stay configured. That is true. Still, there are some packages. There's no flight, either group or custom, like 509, 507. Rawaf is in the process of uploading the flight information. Just be patient. Inshallah ta'ala, in the next few days, we are hoping this thing will be configured and ready to go, inshallah ta'ala. So just be patient, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. All right. So let's get to the let's look at the package, this thing. Okay. So let me do the share. Okay. So this is let me just hide this off. Let me get all this away. Okay. Now, this is the list that we have shared. Okay. This is based on the information that we have collected from the packages and the slides that Rawaf has shared, etc. We have basically compiled all this, so this is not coming from an official source. We have done due diligence from our side to make sure this is as accurate as possible. Okay. Now, I have brought this sheet up from an account that does not have full access to it, just the same way you would see it. Now, as you can see, I cannot do any sorting, okay? To do the sorting, you would go here, data, and you would say create filter view, okay? So now I'm able to go and do the sorting and whatever I want to do, okay? So now, because we want to discuss for the US, I'm going to go here, I press clear, and then I'm going to pull up everything for USA. So these are all the packages that are available for USA. Okay. What does that packages available for USA means? Packages with gateways in USA. Okay. Now you are not limited to only, if you are in United States, you're not limited to only buying these packages. Okay. You can pretty much buy any package as long as you can find a GDS global availability there. Okay. Because if you cannot customize that package from that location, you cannot get it. But if there is a package available from Paris, you can get it. But our recommendation is first look for packages from your home country so that you can take the most advantage of the gateway that is available for you. Okay. So now that I'm here, there was question about JFK. Okay. So I'm going to go clear everything and I'm only going to look for New York flights. Okay. So these are the packages with gateways New York. Okay. Now, word of caution for you. If you like a package, let's say you like the package 201, look at the number of the count that is next to it. Okay. For example, if this count was lower, let's look at 202 here, for example. 202 New York, there's only 23 seats available for 202 from New York. Okay. In this case, what I suggest for you is go here, clear this out, select everything, look for the package 202, go here, clear this, look for 202, select that one. And now look at all the options available, the gateway options available for 202. Okay. Now, if you look at it, Dallas has 92, Houston has 92. Oh, 202. No, which one was I looking at? I didn't see this 902. It was 23. Okay. Maybe it's another package. So, but you get the idea here. Okay. Look for this one and then look for something that has closest airport to where you live, okay, and that has a higher number of seats available. Now, why do I say this? Because your success rate increases. If you say that I am from Seattle, I'm only going to fly from Seattle, that only has 16 seats available there. Okay, so your success rate goes down. Of course, you should select this one if that's what you want to do. Okay, but also have as a quick second option an airport that is closest to you. Okay, something that this is, by the way, not Washington State. This is Washington D.C. Okay, we need to update this one so that it's clear for you. Okay, so from Seattle, for example, you might consider going to Chicago. Okay, you might consider going to Chicago that has 46 seats, or even better, go to Dallas or Houston, which has 92 seats. Okay, so look at these are the things you need to look at. Okay, now I'm going to clear this out because another thing that keeps coming up is I'm going to stay in the USA for right now. Okay. Well, I want to go to Medina first. Okay. See, these are all the packages, all the USA packages right now. I see. Interesting. I didn't realize this. Okay. So this is Medina packages. All packages that are going to Medina. Okay. Now next. I want the biggest challenge comes is Makkah, but Makkah is the one that people have the most concern with. Okay, I want to stay in hotels that are close to Haram. Okay, the hotels that are close to Haram is Jabal or Tilal. Okay, so these are all the hotels and these are the packages. You can scroll back here. These are the packages from USA. 403, 101 are close to Haram, basically, okay, with Tilal Jabal. Now, the other closest hotels to Haram, there is also, this is also closer. Interesting, I didn't see Novotel. Okay, so International Hotel is also closer. This is like about a mile walk, basically. Okay, it's about a mile walk to the Haram from the International Hotel. So these are all the different options. This is how you look it up. Okay, and then you can see are they shifting or non-shifting. See, in this case, 403 is shifting. Shifting is basically you are going to chuck into Tilal Jabal on the May 17th and then you are going to check into IBIS after that, basically. Okay. I need to get the dates for here also. I'll do that so that it's more helpful, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. So this is what you look at. Now I'm going to select this out. Okay. The next thing, I want to stay only at Al-Kabsh. Okay. So you clear this out, you select this, and you can see what packages are available for Al-Kabsh. Okay. So what I see based on what I have the data right now is 101 is available. Now, remember, I have limited myself to USA only. If I select everything, if I say I want Al-Kabsh, remember my choice here is Al-Kabsh. I'm still saying I only want Al-Kabsh. Then you can see this opens up and you can, from USA, you can go with any of these packages or you can go for anything that says custom. This package basically means you can still select this package, which is 162, which has a custom option. And now you have to do a custom flight, basically. You have to do a custom flight. So if you do a custom flight, you can go with this package also. And you can still stay in Al-Kabsh. Okay. Now, our recommendation has to be to consider Al-Muassam unless you need Al-Kabsh for some reason. Okay, Al-Kabsh is the one which is closest to the Jamarat. It has a much better facility than Al-Muassam, but Al-Muassam is also a fairly good camp. But Al-Muassam is a 2.5 mile walk to the Jamarat each way. Okay, but the capacity in Al-Muassam is much more. is much, much higher. Okay. So that basically means your success rate increases with Al Muassam, but Al Kapsh is a good camp also. So this is something that you need to make a decision basically. Okay. But this is how you do the selection. Okay. Al Kapsh basically. Now, let me filter out of this. I'm going to select all this. Now, I want to go to a package. Let's see, I'm going to select 302. Let me do the Marriott. Yes. Cancel out. I'm going to say I want the hotel closest to the Haram. Okay. And I'm going to go here. I'm going to clear this. I'm going to say Marriott. I'm going to select this. And then I'm also going to say Tilal. I'm going to select this. Okay. Then I'm going to say, okay. Now you can see all these packages came up. Now I am sitting in US. I cannot fly from South Africa. That's not possible for me, right? So then in that case, you look at anything that says USA or global, okay? Or if it shows up available, you can consider other closer airports such as the Toronto, okay? But again, you have to get a connecting flight to Toronto. Our recommendation again is to look for flights from within your area just to make things easier for yourself, okay? But these are all options available. It's available for you, okay? But how you select, how you make a decision, this is something that you have to make a decision. We are making these resources available for you, okay? These are things available. You can do all the sorting, or you can look up by the seat count. For example, I can go, let me clear this out, okay? I want to say, I want to increase my success rate. I don't care about all these things. I just want to increase my success rate. I want to get a group flight. So I'm going to pick USA again. Okay. I'm going to select USA, this one. And here, I don't even care about gateway. I'm willing to fly from anywhere. You go here, you do sorted by highest, this one, and then you go and see which airport has the highest availability. Okay. I don't even care about package. I'll fly any Rawaf package. Okay. But I want a success rate. In that case, you look at this one, see this Detroit has 92, Dallas has 92, Dallas, another package has 92, etc., 58 in from Washington. So then I can start looking at the packages. Again, provided you are saying, it doesn't matter to me. I can fly any day. I can stay in any camp. I'm willing to stay in any of the hotels that Rawaf has, but I want to increase my chances of success. I want to select the group flights. I just want to know which airports has the highest number of this thing. This is how you look for it. Okay. So I'm just trying to give you tips to be successful. These are all different ways that you can be successful, inshallah. So are there any questions on what I have spoken so far? Let me just go and look. Do we need to walk from? Okay, let me just go up here and see where I was last time. If I top my e-wallet with more than one card, then there is a refund. How will the refund be done? Will it be done only to one card? It's going to be done again. I want to reconfirm this, but based on our background experience from last year, it's going to be done to the first card that sent the most money. So that's how it's going to go back, basically. Okay. It'll refund to that amount. Nusuk keeps track of the cards that you have used and the amount that has come. That's how it's going to retrace it back. But if you're just doing the withdrawal, okay, which is a smaller amount, they will send the amount to the card that sent the highest amount, etc. basically. Okay. I was referred by farmer Haji. I have not officially registered with the Rawaf except WhatsApp service. How can I register with the Rawaf? Well, the way you register is you don't register with Rawaf. You just look for the packages for Rawaf and you put the Rawaf packages in your shopping cart and in your preferred list so that on the day of the sale, you're able to quickly get this one. You can join WhatsApp group from Rawaf. You can join our WhatsApp group. So I have shared that information in the beginning of the webinar. You can do that one. Do we need to walk from Jamarat to Haram for Tawaf and Sa'i? Nope, that is not true. There are buses right outside of, once you come out of the Jamarat, there are buses frequently running, continuously running. I believe it's 24 hours. There are green color buses. They continuously run from the Jamarat to the Haram. I do not recommend people to walk from the Jamarat to the Haram. It's about 5 to 6 miles in the heat, in the roads not being very clear for you. We do not want you to try that. There are buses. You don't need to do this, inshallah. Where to find Rawaf 2026 package spreadsheet list? We have shared the link, and inshallah ta'ala, I will go ahead and put the link here also in just few more minutes, inshallah ta'ala. I will go ahead and put here also, okay? Or if someone else has it, can you go ahead and share it, please, in the chat? If someone has that link to that one, please put it in the chat groups for the benefit of the others. This year, all packages are public. Is that true? Yes, all packages are public. You should be able to pretty much look for any package and purchase it as long as it offers you the custom option. Some packages do not offer the custom options, but if a package offers custom option, you should be able to configure it and move forward. I believe mentioned that, so it means we can buy. Yes, that's what Brother Sheikh Hassan also mentioned. That's correct. If I end up buying a pack in Zone M or C in Makkah, will be reaching to a more difficult. Okay. Until the 5th of Dhul Hijjah, the shuttles will be available from any of the hotels which are further away, whether it's in Zone M or Zone C. From 5th of Dhul Hijjah, the Makkah police will start restricting the access to the roads because they are beginning to prepare for the Hajj, as well as the walking traffic will have increased. So they will start limiting the access to the Haram. They'll start road closures. So the shuttles will start reducing from the 5th of Dhul Hijjah. But until then, as per what Rawaf has mentioned, they have improved significantly this year. You should be able to get to the Haram fairly easily using the shuttle. What if we cannot purchase on 3rd of February? Can we still buy after 3rd of February? Yes, what we are expecting is 3rd of February is for country specific quota, okay? Not the packages, the quota. Each country has ministry has allocated the quota. So once that quota runs out for that country, the sale for that country stops on February 3rd, okay? So once that all the countries have completed the February 3rd, and Ministry of Hajj is going to look at what quota is available from any country, because there are some countries that do not utilize all of their quota. So Ministry is going to collect all that quota, and on a later date, generally 2 to 3 weeks after February 3rd, they will collect all this unused quota, put it into what they call it the global quota, okay? Meaning anybody from any part of the Nusuk countries are now eligible to pick up that quota. Quota I'm talking about, not the packages here, okay? So they are going to release it. So if you are unable to buy a package on February 3rd, please do not be frustrated and do not request the withdrawal of the funds. Many people have done this in the previous years, and then they have regretted, because once you start the withdrawal, the funds go into the withdrawal process. You don't have access to it. We cannot reverse it back. If you want to get into more packages at that point in time, you'll have to put additional funds, okay? That withdrawal money will go into the processing of the withdrawal, which can take 2 3 weeks, whatever time. So do not start the withdrawal process until you're 100% certain you don't want to do this, which I hope it does not happen, okay? You should only do this when Ministry declares that all packages are sold out, okay? That's the only time you should do the withdrawal. Until then, you should not do that. What's the difference between row 33, 201 versus 157, 501? I see. Yes. That's because those are two different airlines, okay? The reason sometimes you will see multiple rows with the same package, with the same gateway, because those are two different airlines that Rawaf has contracted with. We have not captured the airlines. That's why the clarity is not there for you. Okay. So, but the seat count is different because One airline has, I think, believe 92 and 23 is what I think, if I remember correctly, for New York is because the different airlines. Can I have Rawaf 101 leaving from Detroit as the first preferred? Then, if I can't get it, try the one leaving from Dallas. Yes, you can. My understanding is what's going to happen is once you get to the summary screen, if that package, that airline, that gateway is sold out, you will be allowed to go and reconfigure for the airline. That's my understanding. I hope to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala you don't have to go through and reconfigure the whole thing. We don't have that correct understanding. Once we find out that clarity, what happens if that gateway is sold out? Can you go to another gateway? We have to find out more clarity and we'll share it back with you, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. Sorry, we cannot buy package from any country as long as it has custom option to be bought. Okay, let me clarify this one. Okay, the question here is that I mentioned that we can buy package from any country as long as it has custom option. But I think all packages are able to be bought even if it doesn't. Yes, that is correct. I did mention this one. This year, okay, as long as a package is visible to you, even if it is from a different country, you can purchase it. Okay, you can purchase it, even if it doesn't have a GDS. For example, for somebody from United States, if they see a package which is starting gateway of Paris, you can purchase it. Okay, but our recommendation is first look for packages that have your gateway, just so that you have a ease of travel. Okay, because if you buy that package with a Paris as the gateway, you have to get a connecting flight from US to the Paris. If you're okay with that, yes, you can buy it. Okay, but what I was mentioning is if there is a custom option, then you can customize the flight from your country also. Okay, but the comment from Abdullah, you are absolutely right, and I believe I did mention it also. You can buy packages that belong to other country as long as it's visible to you from your country. Okay. Do we walk from Mina to Arafat? Nope, you don't walk from Mina to Arafat. The buses are, if you are in the Al Muassam camp, buses are going to be arranged to travel from Mina to the Arafat. If you are in Al Qabs, there is a Haramain train which will take you from Mina to the Arafat, and then from Arafat to Muzdalifah, same thing, train or buses, and then from Muzdalifah to Mina also, it's either train or buses, depending on which camp you are in. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Any package from Atlanta? Unfortunately, there is no package from Atlanta. Do we have to fill out? So, the people from Atlanta, please consider Miami, Washington, or New York as your option, and preferably from Washington and New York, because they have a lot more capacity in those areas. Miami, I believe, is like 46 or something, but this is something that you have to consider. Unfortunately, Rawaf could not get the flights from Atlanta. Okay, they were trying until almost the last minute, they were trying this one. Do we have to fill out registration in Nusuk to be able to see and pick up the package? Absolutely, yes. You have to not only register on Nusuk, you also need to get completely verification. That means you need to follow the instructions that we have provided earlier on how to register, how to upload the document. Only once you're verified, you will be able to see the package and select it. Okay. Some packages start in Medina, then you move to Mina straight away from Hajj. When can you make Umrah? Okay. None of the Rawaf packages have this one. Okay. There are some packages. You should connect with that group, because I believe that is Saudi Dar es Salaam's this one. Contact Dar es Salaam and ask this question: when do you do perform Umrah? But all of Rawaf's packages will bring you into Makkah. Okay, not to Mina directly. It'll bring you into Makkah, giving you enough few days for you to perform the Umrah before the days of the Hajj, which is called the days of the Mashar, starts. Alhamdulillah. Can you please share this spreadsheet on the WhatsApp group? Yes, we will share it in our WhatsApp group. There is I believe somebody earlier did share that one. Please, whoever has it, please go ahead and share it again here so people can see it. I don't know if you can see it from the Q&A. If you cannot see it from the Q&A, just share it in the chat so that people can see it. Do we need to walk from Arafat? This thing, okay. Can you please share the spreadsheet? Okay, can you do a quick summary? I joined this thing late. Please watch our recording, sister, because it's. I need to move forward. Is it too late to register? Nope, it's not too late to register on Nusuk. You can still do it, but please, because the time is very short, follow our instructions that we have shared very closely. Because if you don't follow those instructions, especially in the documents that you need to upload, you're going to waste a lot of time going back and forth, and you may lose the window of opportunity here. But it's not late. How is Qurbani works? Included? Is it included in the package? Most of the packages, actually, all of the packages from Rawaf does not include it. The Qurbani is something that you can order through. There is a Saudi website, or later on we will discuss how we can arrange possibly if you cannot get it through that. I think with custom flight we can buy a package of Paris, for your example, but we don't have to go to Paris. Well, yes, the comment that's made here is that if you buy a package from with a flight from Paris, you don't have to go to Paris. Yes, you don't have to go from it. Then you'll have to buy your own flight from your home country to say to Jeddah, discarding the flight from Paris. That is up to you. But the package will give you the flight from Paris. It's up to you to use that one or discard it, which I don't recommend it because it's money, additional money. But that's again, that's up to you. You have to make a decision on that one. Any new package will be added for USA. I don't believe new packages will be added, but it is possible some gateways might be updated. Just watch it for the next few days, inshallah ta'ala. We will see how that goes. Okay. When you configure a package, and when trying to buy, but says it is sold out, it's based on the seat count. Yes, it is based on the seat count, and then you will have the opportunity, provided the visas are still available, to go back and configure this same package or another package for a different gateway. Okay, but again, this is again based on the availability. So yes, the meeting is recorded. We'll share it later, inshallah ta'ala. Please, can we get the recording of the Zoom, inshallah ta'ala? Yes, we will share it, inshallah. Question about quad occupancy. If husband and wife are traveling, does this mean we share a room with another couple? Nope. If you pick up the quad occupancy, the occupancy is based on gender, okay, and the occupancy rate. So if you pick the quad occupancy for husband and wife, you will be in two separate rooms with based on the gender. You will be with three other sisters, and the husband will be with the three other brothers in the same hotel. And generally, when Rawaf and us we build it, we try to keep you on the same floor or close by, but it's in the same hotel. Don't worry about it. We're not going to put you in different hotels. That doesn't happen. Can we do Qurbani in our home country? No, you cannot. It has to be done within the precinct of the Makkah province. So it has for the Hajj. Okay, as part of the Hajj, it has to be done in this thing, and there are different options for you to arrange for that. Can I make a registration to all relative members in Nusuk using one email? Yes, you can. Nusuk allows you to have up to seven members in addition to you. Basically, eight people can be in the same account. You can do that one. But if you are asking me if you're going to start this process, please get on it quickly because time is very short. Okay. All right. Because we are running, this has been going for too long. But I had promised that I'm going to do a demo on the this thing. Let me quickly go and see if I'm still good there. Uh, Give me a minute. I'm quickly going to my. Okay, I need to log in. Give me just a couple minutes to log in. Just give me a minute. I'm logging in first, and then I'll come back to this one. So in the meantime, if you have questions, please feel free to go ahead and put the questions in. Questions in the Q&A, and I'll come back and answer all the questions, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, I'm back. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share this thing. Give me a minute. I'm going to go back and share this. Okay, so I'm here. Okay, these are all the Rawaf packages. The way you can pick up Rawaf packages, two ways. One is in the search here, I can go and type in all uppercase Rawaf, or I can go to the filter here. Okay, in the service provider, I can go select Rawaf. I'll get that way also. Okay, I mean, I can take this off, but still, so I can get that one. And the filter has other options. I'm not going to get into more detail on the filtering part of it, but let me go to packages that that has the USA gateway so that I can pick it easily. I can go to any package. Mina Camp. I'll just do the Al Kabsh. Okay, I'm going to do the Marriott. Okay. So if you see here, my shopping cart is empty. Okay. For me to configure a package, my shopping cart has to be empty. Otherwise, I cannot configure it all the way. Okay. This is part of the how Nusuk works. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead, view the details. So when you're in the view the details, please make sure this is while you're practicing. Okay. Remember, all I'm doing right now is configuration. That is date today until day of February 22nd or earlier. Okay. On the day of the purchase, you're not doing all this one. You're not going to go read it and all that. This is not going to work. Okay. Please understand this. All this reading you have to do today, from today until the 2nd of February. Okay. Or earlier. On the day of the purchase, you're not reading it. Meaning, when I see Rawaf 101, I know everything about this one. I know exactly what I want to do. Yes, 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 yes. I'm moving forward. That's how you need to do. Okay. But today, because since you are earlier, you need to look through this completely. You can click this one, and then you can read all the information that's available. They are giving the flight information, as Brother Hassan shared last time. This is going to be removed from all the slides from the packages. This information is going to be gone, but inshallah ta'ala, we will still be allowed to keep it in our Excel sheet, which has all the gateway information. So when you're reading this one, you can look at the flights right now. You can look at the hotel in Medina. You can also look at the hotel which you are going to be staying in Mecca, which is Jabal Umar. And then you can also see the room options available. So in this case, 201 only offers quad occupancy, and you can see the start and end date and number of days. I do know that some of this does not match with our sheet because our sheet is based on start and end date. This one are based on days and nights. There is some discrepancy, but don't worry about it too much. Okay, but this is how it is. All Rawaf packages have the train between Makkah, Medina, okay, or Medina, Makkah, whichever way you are going first, basically. Okay. So again, there is a disclaimer here. People see this one and they get all worried. As Brother Hassan Sheikh Hassan from Rawaf has explained this in previous sessions. This one is disclaimer just in case they are unable to find the seats in the train. But at this point in time, the Rawaf's plan is for all Rawaf's packages to be on train, inshallah. So you can see all the different details here. I don't want to spend too much time on this one. So this is during my configuration. Okay, I'm going through the configuration process here. I review all this information, everything is done. The cancellation policy, please read this, review this very carefully. The full refund, the partial refund, and the no refund. Okay, now this only applies to refund. This does not apply to withdrawal. So please don't get worried. Okay, withdrawal you can do anytime from now until next year or even after next year. Okay, it is the refund. Refund meaning you already purchased the package. Now you're saying, oops, for some reason, health reason or some reason, I cannot go. I want to request the refund. This is where you need to, this is where it comes into effect basically. No refund, very clearly, please read this carefully. No refund after the 18th of April. Okay, no refund after the 18th of April, 11:59 p.m., no refund. Then there are some other rulings here. Please read that carefully. Okay, let's move forward with the configuration. I'm going to configure the package. Now, one interesting thing is you'll see this 36,000 reals. Everything in Nusuk is reals. Okay, please. It's not in dollars. It's not in pounds. It's not in Canadian dollars or anything. It's all, everything you read, see the figures in Nusuk is based on Saudi reals. Okay, so you can see 36,334. What this means is it's the package accepting the flight is 36,334, which includes, in this case, quad occupancy and almost some camp. Okay, so but as you get into the next slide, okay, you will see the price is gone down to 13,000. That meaning they have taken out the camp, they have taken out the and the occupancy. Okay, they've taken out these two things. So as you progress, as you make selection, this will go up. Okay, eventually it'll come up to 33,000 per person. Okay, so now let's say I select Al Mawsam camp. The cost went up here. See this? The cost went up here. Before I had selected Al Mawsam, it was 13,000. Now I select this. The 12,000 for two people. Okay, this is for two people. This account has two people. So it is 12,000 for two people gets added here. So I go next. Okay. Now I'm going to select the occupancy. I have to select the occupancy for both Makkah and Medina separately. Okay. Now see this grayed out area. People have come back and said, well, it says room not available. Is it because it's sold out? No. What this means is this package does not have the option of triple, double, or single. Okay, I don't even know if any package is single, but basically what it's saying is this package does not have double or triple. It only offers the quad. Okay, and the same thing in Medina also, it only offers the quad. Okay, so now I go down here because it has two people, I have to select two. Okay, the same thing, I have to select two here. So as we progress, it was 24,000. Now it has gone up to 63,000. Okay, so 63,000 reals for two people is the cost of my the package. As there is some additional cost that gets added, 72,000 including all the taxes and everything basically. Okay, so I move to the next here. Now, remember, I'm going through slow steps here because I'm in the configuration stage. On the day of the purchase, if I have to configure preferred, I should not be taking any of this time. I know Al Mawsam, I know this one, I know what occupancy. I should be going through fast. That you can only do if you do the practicing today. Don't just say, I selected my most preferred package. I'm all set with it. I'm going to sit with it. Remember, on the day of the purchase, your most preferred package might not be available and you might have to go through this one. So practice, practice, practice. Okay, I'm not going to select this one. Adahi is not offered with this package. Okay, so as you can see, it is up to 72,000. Okay, I'm going to go to the next screen. Okay, once you press next here, take a look at the top of the screen here. It is working. So don't keep pounding on this next one. Nothing is not going to help you. Okay. So just be patient and inshallah ta'ala, it'll get through inshallah ta'ala. Okay. Now I'm on the flight screen. Now this package offers group flights as well as it gives me the option for a custom flight. Okay. If I want to go for a custom flight, I click this. It brings me to the screen here. which has there is some important information here. You need to read this up, and I'm going to start looking for flights here. When you're searching for a flight, don't go and quickly click this show flights. Look at this information, okay? Because last year people did make a mistake and they ended up getting a flight from somewhere in Pennsylvania, okay? So you don't want to do that, okay? So now let me look for flights from Atlanta. Okay, I want to leave these dates alone because these are the dates that are in the package, and they have already configured it. I'm just going to leave it in there. I'm going to say show the flight. Now, the custom flight, this is only for information. Remember that. On the day of the sale, these things will be gone. You will have to still reconfigure it. But what it does is it gives you an idea as to what types of flights are available for me. Okay. What are my choices? I have Turkish airline. Okay. I can take this flight. I can take Royal Jordanian. I can take American Airlines connecting with Royal Jordanian. Okay. Royal Jordanian, Qatar Airways, okay, Etihad, etc., etc. I can do all these things. These are all my choices available, okay? So you can look at their prices because people have asked the question if I'm doing the custom flight and if the custom flight, on the day of the this thing goes up or something to that effect, how do I buffer that one? Our recommendation is at least buffer for each person 3,000 reals, 2 to 3,000 reals per person. Okay, at least buffer that much, because you don't want to get to the day of the purchase. You select a flight, and then suddenly you find out this is not 22,000 anymore. It's 25,000. Now, you don't have time to go and fund your package on that day. So have that buffer so that on the day of the purchase, you're able to use that buffer and move forward, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. So these are all the options you have available. Okay. And then I'm going to leave this alone for right now because I want to, okay. So if I want to configure any of this one, I can go ahead and view the fares. So I can look at the details. Okay, all these details I can see. I'm going to pick this one. Okay, so there are all this filtering I can do. Okay, I want to look only one stop flight. I don't want to look at too many stops basically. Okay, so look at all this filtering that you have. Okay, I want to only fly Qatar. Then you pick the Qatar. Then you're going to get the Qatar Airlines. Okay. So these are all choices available. What are the things available? Okay. For now, let me go ahead and select this one just to move forward. Okay. So I'm going to say, no, I don't have it, etc., etc. So I'm going to submit it. And in the next screen, it's going to ask me about the transportation from the airport to the hotel. This is only transportation from the airport to the hotel. Okay. It's under process because it's checking that out. If the availability, etc., flight selected. Okay, very good. Again, on the day of the sale, remember this window here that you just saw can become pretty long because there will be lots of people possibly looking at custom flights. So the system would be backed up pretty heavily. So it can happen. Okay, I'm going to just go with package transportation. It added 166 reals. And then I'm here also, it's already pre-selected for me. So what has happened is now my total includes the flight that I chose, okay, which was the 25,000 reals, and then it includes the transportation. So this is my final figure. Okay, this is for Al Muassam with quad occupancy with custom flight. Okay, now before I do next, I need to stop sharing because next screen is going to bring up some confidential information. Let's see. I will share it back once I have secured the data. Okay, I'm back to sharing. Okay, all right. So here I am. Okay, you need to review all these details. On the day of the purchase, you're not wasting time even here because if you know what you have done, you should not be wasting time here. You should be moving forward fast through all these things so that you are not wasting time. And on the day of this thing, if my e-wallet balance is higher than or higher or equal to the total price, I'll get a option here to buy the package basically. So I'm in this case, I'm going to save the configuration. Okay. So now let's go through the purchasing process now. Okay. On the day of the purchasing, first thing I'm going to go and say, purchase the package. Okay. Configure the package. Because I picked the custom flight, it's going to take me most probably to this screen here, and then it'll ask me because these flights are still available. That's why it did not because for 30 minutes it keeps the flight. Okay, but on the day of the purchase, it's going to make you go through the whole flight configuration because I picked the custom flight in this case. Okay, so but you can see it brought me right to the transportation option. I'm already selected on this. I should be able to press next and it'll take me to the summary screen. So before that, again, I'm going to stop this one sharing because I need to secure the select the transportation. I did not do that one. Transportation. I selected the transportation. I'm gonna highlight something in a little bit for you. Okay. Okay, let me secure the data, then I'll share it back. Okay, so here I am again. As I said, on the day of the purchase itself, what's going to happen is if I come down here, this is all the information, everything's fine. I'll have the sale purchase here. Okay, now let's say I come here and I find out, oops, it's not available anymore. Then basically I need to jump quickly. Oops, sorry. I need to jump to here quickly, say empty my card. Yes, I want to empty my card. Okay. But I had not selected. Okay, I need to stop the share here because I need to secure the data. Okay, sorry about this. Okay. So if I had selected the packages, let me just do this quickly before. Okay, let me quickly show how we select the preferred packages. Okay. Sorry, I have to uh, be careful with the sensitive data. I cannot share that, so I need to go in and out quickly in my presentation. Okay, so now the way you look through this one, let's say this is my second preferred package. Okay. Okay, so here it told me I cannot do more than 5. That was my first one. This is my second one. Okay, so as I said, on the day of the purchase, if this thing doesn't work, I come here, I do the empty, okay? But since I have already picked 2 packages, let's see, I'll say view all my packages. Okay, so these are the packages. You go here into this one, my packages, it'll show you what my packages are. I'm looking at these packages. These are all the packages I have picked. I'm going to go now quickly, view detail. This is on the day of the purchase. I'm going to come here, pick this one. I'm not going to read all this because I already know what I need here. Okay, so I'm not going to waste time. I'm going to say select this. I'm going to go down. You got to be quick on this. Next. It's gonna come to my this thing. Jabal Umar, the packages. Yes, I have only this option. I'm going to click this, and then I'm going to go next, quickly, 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 one after the other. I don't need the wheelchair. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to press next. I'm waiting for my next screen. And please understand, on the day of the purchase, all these screens will become very slow because there is a bandwidth issue because of the number of people that will be on the platform. So expect this to happen. You will find this slowness. It is going to happen. Okay. Much more than what we are seeing now. Okay. Uh, the best thing to do with your second, third package, avoid doing the custom as much as possible. Otherwise, it's going to slow you down significantly. So here I know what the flights are available here because remember, I've gone through this one, okay? And I've decided not to do the custom on this one, but I know which flight I want to go, okay? I've already selected that. I've already made my decision. So here, I'm going to pick that. I'm going to go here. Remember, other than the shopping cart, all the other packages you'll have to reconfigure. So I'm going to come here and transportation, public, this one, and then I need to make sure these two are checked out. Okay, it needs to have the checked out sign. Otherwise, it'll ask me to go back and select that one again. I'm going to stop the share again because there is sensitive information coming up. Okay, so here is my summary screen. And now I should be ready to do the click purchase button here. Okay. Now, all the steps I went through, these steps, you should be able to do this within 2 minutes, provided the site doesn't slow down. Okay. But that's what I'm asking repeatedly. Please practice this. Please practice. You're not going to break the Nusuk system because you're not finalizing anything. You can go through these packages, the airlines, everything multiple times. You're not going to affect anything. Okay. So please do this as many times as possible. I'm going to stop the share and I'm going to look at the question. Oh my goodness. There are 53 questions. Subhanallah. Communication. Will Rawaf get Hajj visa? As I mentioned, it's not Rawaf that's going to get you the Hajj visa. It's Nusuk that's going to get you the Hajj visa. Each package is tied to a visa. So the Hajj visa will show up in your Nusuk account. You don't need to contact anyone else. Do I have to delete my Nusuk account if I decide to go with someone else in family? No, you don't need to delete your account. Please, I have in my previous presentations, I've shown how to include people in other accounts. All they need to do is they need to go and invite you, add family member, invite you in, and then you just get added into them. You don't delete your account. What is the best option for people away from Haram to do if they want to pray in Haram? Most of the prayers. Well, uh, again, until the 5th of Dhul Hijjah, there will be shuttles available. But even if the shuttles are not available, you can use the taxi. I have used in some cases Uber, but then sometimes it's not reliable. But there are taxis available. But after the 5th of Dhul Hijjah, it does become very difficult. And my recommendation for Hujjaj is once you've completed your first Umrah, do not overextend yourself because remember, there are 5 days of Dhul Hijjah coming, which is part of the arkan, the requirements. You don't want to mess that up and get sick and come the day of the first day of the Hajj, you're fallen apart. So please be conscious of that fact. Okay. If you register for maximum, if we register for maximum 8 people, included is the payment also done in wallet? Yes, all the people in the account have to be paid through the same e-wallet. Does Nusuk have an app that can be downloaded? Nusuk has an app, but that has nothing to do with the Hajj registration. Okay, that app comes into effect only later on for booking the Rauda and looking up some additional information. For Hajj purposes, you have to go to hajj.nusuk.sa. That's the only way. Difference between standard luxury and premium. In general, well, the premium, the luxury is generally the hotels which are close to the haram or five-star hotels. There's a whole lot of information in Nusuk. Please go and read that one. If our gateway is not from USA, does it mean that we will only meet our tour guide directly in Medina? Uh, well, yes, to some extent, yes, because the guide, the Rawaf guide, will most probably be traveling with you from the gateway city. Okay, so but if you do the custom flight, you may not necessarily fly with them because then you'll be flying from some different airports based on your arrangements. And for the manasik or Hajj preparation, as to my understanding, it will surely be online. Is that correct? As for the manasik or Hajj preparation, yes, we will be doing several multiple webinars. Both I'll be doing. There will be lots of them done by the different muftis, by Rawaf, etc. So this is all going to be there. The last question: if you buy package from other country, how will we make sure that the flight will be a group flight? Well, if you make Oh, if you buy package from other country, will that be a group flight? If you're buying a package from another country with a group flight, yes, it will be a group flight. Okay. As to my understanding, group flight will be easier. If you pick a flight that is already pre-configured in a package, that is a group flight, basically. Thank you in advance. You're welcome. Is there information available as to how many rooms available for each room type? We don't have this available right now, but if Rawaf provides it, we'll make it available. Is the 24,000 Riyal in the flight package include the hotel and Mashar? Well, when you see the package price, that includes your package, the hotel room, the Hajj visa, the Mashair, and but it does not include the flight. Okay, but it includes that one, but it includes the bare minimum one, the one with the highest occupancy, and the either most of the cases it's the Al Mosem camp. It looks like flight may cost 3,000 per person as you selected. Well, yes, please take a look at it carefully. I don't want to say it. It's generally between 2 to 3,000. Yes, but you have to look at the flight carefully. Is there any required vaccine to take before going to Hajj? Based on the previous experience, based on the information available to you, meningitis, meningococcal is required. It should be taken at least 10 days before the start of the journey, and it has to be valid within the last 3 years or 5 years, depending on the type of the meningical vaccine you have taken. Flu vaccine is recommended, but it's not required. How much is the cheapest package, including airline tickets for 8 people family? Please take a look at the configuration. It can be anywhere from 40,000 Riyals per person, etc. But please take a look at our spreadsheet. I don't want to answer this question offhand. Do you have or planning to add any package with Makkah first? There are packages with Makkah first, but Medina packages, as far as I have seen so far, they are all Medina first. Okay. But again, that is group flight from USA. Remember that. As I was also reminded earlier, okay, you can buy package from any other country group flight, or you can customize your own flight with Makkah first. Basically, you can look at any package that says Makkah first, and as long as it's visible, you can go for it. It may not have a USA gateway, but you can customize it, or you can use a gateway which is outside of the United States. MashaAllah, we have taken lots of questions. Jazakallah khair. We will have a follow. Remember, we have our webinars on Wednesday at 6:30, every Wednesday at 6:30, and Saturdays at 3 o'clock. Please join us. Please have all these questions available. I know there are a lot more questions asked in the Q&A also, but we really run out. I really very much appreciate everybody's attendance. Jazakallah khair. We will, inshallah ta'ala, release this recording in maybe by the end of the day or by first thing tomorrow morning, inshallah ta'ala. But Rawaf also has lots of webinars. Please attend them, gain as much knowledge as possible. My final word, my final 2 words, okay, 2 sentences. One is start topping your e-wallet. Practice configuration again and again and again and again, because you should be so thorough with your configuration, you should be able to run quickly on that one. So before I end it, I quickly want a feedback from people. Has today's session been helpful? have we provided the information in a slow manner? Because I know I got a feedback that we are going too fast. Okay, please give me a response with your thumbs up, heart sign, whatever suits you, so that we can understand how we are doing in projecting the information and sharing the information, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, so uh, I hope to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that each and everyone has the opportunity to do Hajj Baitullah, and may we all return back with Hajj Mabrur, which is what our goal is. And we hope to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts our effort, our eagerness to go for Hajj, inshallah ta'ala. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika wa tabarak asmuka wa ta'ala jadduka wa la ilaha ghayruk. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.